from Victorian séance rooms to glowing screens in our pockets. The question hasn't changed. When does wonder stop being fun and start becoming dangerous? Imagine the 1850s. A Victorian parlour. Gaslight flickers against velvet curtains. A heavy table sits at the centre of the room. Hands are joined, breath is held. Outside, the world is unforgiving. Children die young. Wars grind on. Disease arrives without warning. Grief is everywhere, and answers are scarce. So when someone leans forward and whispers, "They're still here," people listen. Not because they're foolish, but because in a world drowning in loss, wonder isn't entertainment, it's survival. And few people understood wonder better than P.T. Barnum. Barnum was spectacle incarnate. Posters, trumpets, marvels that promised the impossible. Giants, curiosities, illusions designed to pull the breath from your lungs. But Barnum never pretended it was sacred. He didn't say, "This is divine truth." He said, "Come and see." He sold amazement, not answers, illusion, not access to the beyond. Barnum understood something fundamental. Illusion can uplift, if it tells the truth about what it is. He adored exaggeration. He lived a life of showmanship. He painted the world with colorful and strange illusion, but he would not tolerate cruelty. The only thing known to truly anger Barnum was disrespect toward his people on the stage, and for a while, wonder stayed on the right side of the line. Then the rooms got darker. Spiritualism rose, not from stupidity, but from unbearable loss. Seances, table rapping, spirit photographs, voices from beyond the veil. Some truly believed they were helping. Others learned something dangerous. If you claim only you can bridge the gap between the living and the dead, people won't just listen. They'll depend. And slowly, quietly, wonder shifted. From performers who admitted illusion to performers who pretended it's sacred, Barnum's world said, "This is a trick," and the audience left whole. The mediums said, "Only I can do this," and people left tethered. The danger was never belief. The danger was leverage. Barnum had a word for what he did: humbug. He didn't pretend it was truth, only theater. And he was clear about one thing. Illusion was acceptable, cruelty was not. Because there is a line. Wonder should be free. The spectacle can pay rent, but the emotion must flow free. The stage, the lights, the labor, the craft, those are fair to charge for. But the awe, the grief, the meaning, the human response, those are not commodities. Barnum understood this instinctively. He sold the show, never the soul. And then came the man who could not stay silent. Harry Houdini, the great escape artist, master of locks, chains, sealed boxes, a man who made his living deceiving audiences openly. And that's exactly why he drew the line. Houdini's mother meant everything to him. When she died, his grief was raw, unguarded, desperate. He wanted to believe. And in that vulnerability, he saw the machinery behind the miracles. The tricks, the cold reading, the quiet manipulation. So Houdini did something extraordinary. He attended seances. He exposed methods. He offered rewards to any medium who could prove genuine ability. No one ever did. Not because Houdini hated wonder, but because he loved people too much to let grief be harvested. In essence, he said, "I lie for a living, and that's exactly why I won't let others do it to the grieving." Here's the part that often gets erased. Some people claim genuine experiences. If that's true, they are almost always private, reluctant, burdened by it, and never advertising. They don't charge. They don't promise. They don't scale. Anything real tends to be quiet. Anything loud tends to be selling something. And this story didn't end in velvet parlors. The tools changed. Now the room isn't dark. It's glowing. Psychics, influencers, even AI grief bots, algorithms trained on memory and loss. The warning sounds when someone accepts payment for closure. When healing has a subscription. When comfort only continues if the card clears. Barnum and Houdini would recognize this instantly. Charge for the performance. Never charge for the healing. And they weren't the last to stand there. In the modern world, that same gate is still guarded by performers like Penn and Teller, magicians who make their living from illusion. Then turn around and say, "This is how it works, so no one gets hurt." They didn't kill wonder. They saved it by drawing a line, because grief is sacred. And sacred things should never be for sale. Wonder survives best when humility stands guard. If this kind of history matters to you, the kind that treats people gently, you're welcome here. Subscribe.